what we have here is a free energy device that I want to show you how it works. This is my own personal invention, and it really does work because you see now the voltage I'm producing here. This bulb consumes a high current, not so high but considerably high, but like with this free energy system, this bulb will light unlimited, never stops, it just keeps on, and the more it runs, the more it gets brighter, the more it keeps producing more and more and more energy. So I want to explain to you how it works, and I show you that actually free energy does exist. I mean, like a self-running, you can make a self-running machine that doesn't require for you. These batteries you see here, they're only just to get the system in what? Working. But when that system starts working, when you measure the voltage here, it will stay constant. Actually, sometimes it just goes increasing, which is unlike the normal thing that you'd expect, because when you use a battery, you drain it. But this, even if you left it running a whole week, you'd find the battery when it's constant, or like it shows as though it's even charging the battery. So this is an oscillator. It produces free energy using the principle of resonance. Now, about resonance, when you see these two objects, we have a metallic cup, and then we have a glass. When I hit the metallic object, it makes its own given sound. That's its natural frequency. Like when you apply an external force to it, the sound it makes, that's its natural frequency. Then when we go to the glass, the sound it's making, that's the natural frequency of the glass. Now, with resonance to take place, what has to happen is that the force, if you're looking in terms of waveforms, the amplitude of the waveform of me tapping on this, the frequency, when it matches that frequency of the frequency of my tapping, when it matches the natural frequency of the glass or this metallic cup, that's when you get resonance. And that's what we did here. And resonance, what it does, it amplifies, like the amplitude, it becomes stronger. It's like when you see like someone on a swing, when you keep pushing someone on a swing, there's that given frequency where you use less energy, but the swing moves further and further. Well, that's because of the force of resonance. So how this works, I have my batteries. Why use these lithium batteries? Because of the high current. We need high current to overcome the resistance in the coils of this transformer. So when I get this voltage from here passing through this switch, this is just an on-off switch, then it gets this, we connect this motor as a switch in order for it to, it's like an on-off, 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 so it produces an AC current, because we know that transformer works with an AC current. So that AC current comes through this primary coil of the transformer, and then it's amplified through the secondary coil. Then we get a bigger voltage, then it's stored in this capacitor, and then like as you keep this, an oscillator, now that already becomes an oscillator, because you're having an inductor and a capacitor. As the capacitor charges and the coil discharges, then it's vice versa. They keep charging and discharging within each other, producing an AC. That AC affects the primary coil and also keeps producing what? So in other words, these two motors end up resonating, producing a resonant, till they attain resonant frequency, and then you get a much bigger voltage, and then that's how this system works. So this bulb will keep on running indefinitely, and now we can substitute the bulb and put any device that uses that 5 volts of that current. Now this is just a small scale because it's a prototype, but now you imagine the potential if I'm using bigger motors a bigger system which is more powerful. This could run a lot of things indefinitely. Yeah, so these are this is what I call, these are homemade devices that I would love to build for people who cannot afford being on the grid and people want energy independence.